Lot Road. Hey, what's up everybody? This is my last day on the Long Trail. I'll finish up. I just have a few miles to do this morning and I'm gonna head into Johnson. I've heard that Moog's restaurant is a really awesome place and they're very hiker friendly. And I think it's only like a mile off trail. So I'm gonna get down to a road that goes into Johnson. I'm gonna take it and go to Moog's, get myself some lunch. It'll probably be a late lunch just because I think I have like 5 miles to get there and the miles out here are so dang slow. Today is Sunday. They're open from noon to 8 p.m. I'm lucky because some days they only have dinner, but I really want to get lunch. So I'll go and do that while I'm waiting for my friend Workhorse to come pick me up and rescue me. Thoughts on the Long Trail? Well, as you know, coming in, I thought maybe I would try to hike the whole thing. And I'm only getting like 50 miles in and I'm bailing. But I think it's really not... I think that I have just used up a lot of my grit on the Pacific Crest Trail this year. And doing the Long Trail at this time of the year, you have to deal with getting up when it's cold outside, setting up your tent when it's cold outside. It gets dark really early right now. I was really surprised because I was coming from my parents' house in Western New York where it was getting dark at like 7:30 or maybe even later. But up here, it's getting dark at like 6:30, 6:40. So not having a ton of daylight, especially in the evening, that's tough. And once the sun starts going down, which is pretty early in the afternoon, probably like 3:30, it starts getting really cold really quickly, even if it's nice in the middle of the day. So I don't know. I just don't feel like I have the determination right now to get up early in the morning when it's freezing cold outside and set up my tent when it's freezing cold. And the terrain out here is really tough. The trail building is kind of insane. And I know that's because it's old school trail building before they started, grading for less erosion. And, out west, a lot of the trails are graded for pack animals and also as multi-use trails, like for bikes and stuff too. That's not the case with these old school trails in the east. So it's straight up and straight down. And honestly, coming from the PCT, it feels really ridiculous. Like, it's so ridiculous. I was chatting with a section hiker going the other direction yesterday, and he's from Vermont. And I was like, you guys know you don't have to live like this? He's like, yeah, but it's just how things are here. So we dig it. And I'm like, you should try hiking out west sometime. You might change your mind. But anyway, it's not like I dislike this trail or anything. It's just not what I want right now. I could definitely see myself coming back to the Long Trail in the future and either filling in the gaps of what I haven't done yet, because obviously it overlaps with the AT for, I think, 105 miles. So I've done the southern section and now I've done the very northern section. So I could fill in the middle at some point. Or I could see myself coming back and doing the whole thing at another point in time too. I just feel like right now, after having been on the PCT all year, I'm like, now that I'm here, I don't feel like doing this. And I'd rather just go spend time with friends and family while I have a little bit of time off work. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm happy with my section that I've done. I'm happy that I came out here. I think I would have regretted not coming, but I don't think that I'm going to regret leaving. So no harm, no foul. I got to do some leaf peeping. Got to spend some time in Vermont, which I think is a really cool state, a really beautiful state. And I think this is a really great time of the year to be here, even if not to backpack necessarily. So, yep, gonna finish up today and we'll see where life takes me from there. So, come along on my last day on the Long Trail. This is Round Top Shelter. Ooh, look at that. Picnic table inside. This is Round Top. So here's my advice if you're gonna come out and do the long trail or do a section of the long trail. Expect to go very slow. The terrain, in my opinion, is extremely tedious. There's a lot of footwork involved. There's a lot of scrambling involved. There's a lot of avoiding falling involved. The climbs are steep. The descents are steep. I am probably going about half the speed that I was going in Washington on the PCT. And Washington is one of the harder parts of the PCT. So, I don't know, just expect to go at a snail's pace out here. Prepare for that. And try to pack light because it will make the climbs easier. Hard to do that if you're coming out, you know, like me in October. You're getting really cold nights and mornings. But if you're coming in the middle of summer, you should be able to pack a little bit lighter. Oh, now that's a heartbreaker. Closed for the day.